Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Saray at Saray Plans, and in this video we are going to be planning the month of April in my ERIN CONDREN Life Planner binder. So here in this binder I have all of my April kits and stickers. So this is everything that I plan on using for the month of April, and this is actually the first time that I've had this so early in the process, so I'm really feeling good about my month. That's just definitely going to help me make sure that I'm all set up for success. But for this monthly portion, I'm going to be using the monthly kit, which is a spring butterflies theme. This is from my Etsy shop, and I cannot wait to see it all together here. So we'll go ahead and start with the headers, and what I like to do before I put this big one down is to do the thinner ones first because it is separate, and it does give you a little bit flexibility if you want to maybe cut these up and start with a Monday start rather than a Sunday start. So that gives you a little bit more flexibility to move those things around there. As far as the month goes here, it's going to be a pretty busy month in many different fronts. Work is going to be pretty busy, so I need to be prepared for that. As well as there's a lot of things happening in the planner community. This time of year is when, like the new planner season is around, so that's definitely a big deal for us planner folks. All right, so my headers are up, so I'm going to go ahead and use these yellow ones. Do I want to use the yellow ones? You know what, I think I might save the solid colors for the vacation time. So I do have a couple of days this month that I'm off, and I'll just use this one to block it. And I think it just matches the header a little bit better. Okay, so that's great. And I have lots of doctor's appointments scheduled for this month, which they were all scheduled for earlier in the month, but I had to reschedule everything because I had stuff come up for work and I could not, that obviously I needed to attend. So I'm just go ahead and placing the holidays just to call them out a little bit more. Since the bulk of this is my class schedule for my work, I'm going to go ahead and set those up so I can get rid of some of these stickers and it just looks a little bit more simplified. All right, so the bulk of the stickers or the sticky notes are gone, and I already feel so much better. So I've gone ahead and laid out all of my class schedules. This time I did it a little bit differently. So I usually use the pencils to mark out my classes for the month. But what I did is I used different colors this time to mark different classes that I have. So sort of like color coding these classes. And I really like how this turned out, and they really complement the kit very well. So what I'm going to do, or actually the other thing that I did is that I used these little phones are from Planner Kate, and I used those throughout just to mark out any of the calls that I have for this month. Okay, so now that all of this is already in place, I do have a few more appointments and a few other things that I need to mark down. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to mark down the teacher launch from EC. And what I'm gonna do is I'll use, let's see. All right, but I think I'll use this solid washi to block these 2 days. So the teacher lesson life planner, teacher planner, it's coming out on the 8th of this month for ERIN CONDREN Insiders or EC Insiders. And if you're not familiar with the EC Insider program, it is a awesome program where you get points for every purchase that you make, as well as any referrals that you do. And those points, you can then convert them to discounts, like coupon codes, so that when you're placing an order. So one of the perks of being an EC Insider is that you have earlier access to items that are launching, and then the rest of the folks will have access on the general sale day. So April 8th will be the EC Insiders access. So anyone that has an EC Insider, and it's not too late to sign up. So I'll definitely leave a link for you below. So you'll have access to purchase on the 8th, and then on the 9th, it'll be open for general sales. Now, if you're an EC Insider, the thing to remember on the 8th is that you want to be signed into the account, because otherwise, if you're not signed in, then it doesn't look like anything it has gone on sale, and it's because it doesn't recognize that you are an EC Insider. So you have to log in, and then you'll be able to make your purchase. So I used this super cute planner from Planner Kate, and I'm just going to go ahead and mark it here so that I remember when things are launching. The other exciting thing is the vaccine. So on the 20th, we have our first vaccine appointment. Both my husband and I are going to go together. And that was the earliest that we could get. It was just totally booked once it became available for folks. So it's the cutest way I can mark it in the planner. And also it is all within... the good news is that it's all within walking distance. We can just walk to the place because it's super close to us, and I'm super, super excited about that. So let's go ahead and... I've never been excited for a vaccine. So it is 6:15. And actually, I shouldn't have even written first dose because I don't even know what vaccine we're getting. So we'll find out once we get there. But that is fine for now. I'll use the dash lines just to separate the events, just because I have a class earlier on this day. I have a couple of days off at the end of the month, so I'll go ahead and use this yellow washi. Perfect size. Just a tiny little trim. And I'll use these two little flags. Use there on the bottom. And then I also have a couple of appointments on this day. And then the last thing I have is a volunteer event on this day, on the 7th. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this one down. So this one's a sticker from KPL Plans. And let's use one of these. I like to layer it on top first sometimes, just to make sure that I have the right spacing, etc. Right at the edge. So, oops. I'll just put this one first. It's a little crooked. Fix this one. Okay. So that's cool. And this is going to be from 11 to 1 p.m. Last thing I'll do for my monthly is I'll just add this sidebar, and I'm going to add this sidebar, and this is where I'm going to keep, where I've been keeping like my content for the month, as opposed to like just cramming it in each of the boxes, because there's not really that much room left. So I kind of just put them here, kind of like a list of all the content that I want to put out for the month. But I'll go ahead and add those later on. So that is it. That is my monthly setup for the month of April. I hope that you enjoy the video. I hope that if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And thank you all so much for joining me today. As always, I'll see you next time.